Hey y'all, and welcome to Pursue Excellence, the digital show. I am your host, Taylor Alexis. I am so excited for our first live digital show. Thank you all for tuning in. We will we will display this show live every other Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I hope you're enjoying your Wednesday night, whatever you're doing, whether you're cooking, relaxing, exercising, or just watching me, that's fine. Get ready for some knowledge that will change your life. We will also interview guests and have giveaways and more on the show. So without further ado, let's get into the topic of today's show. So the topic of today's show is we're going to be talking about habits you can incorporate in your daily life that'll help you stay at peace. And we're talking about this today because that's what everyone truly wants. Whether it's social peace, financial peace, mental peace, we all want to be free from disturbance and in tranquility. So for me, I know being at peace makes me feel content and it's very satisfying. But what happens when we know things aren't going our way and we are not at peace? Well, we will explore that right after this commercial break from our sponsors.
Diverse stories that tell what it means to be black. They say the roots never lie and they keep the spirit intact. Narrating a culture that transcends the skies and the seas, capturing a lifestyle with too many shots for just one scene. This is Maurice Magazine.
Welcome back to the show. I am your host, Taylor Alexis. Again, on this show, we will be discussing how you can incorporate habits you can incorporate in your life to help you be at peace. And so when you are at peace, and I say help you because God is peace and God is love, but when you are truly at peace and you are able to succeed in life and walk in confidence because you are truly at peace and you feel good inside, it transforms your thinking and doing, your attitude and behavior. So I have four habits for you all today, and we'll get into the first one now. So the first one is change your focus. We have to focus on what is good, what is pure, what is excellent, what is lovely on God. And that's in the Bible. Of course, I paraphrase those verses, but those it is Philippians 4, 4 through 8 if you want to go read it on your own. But whatever you focus on magnifies. So we have to focus on situations and people in a positive light. Happiness leads to success. Success doesn't lead to happiness. And once we have happiness, we have a mindset transformation. We have different beliefs, which leads to then different behaviors. We have those friends or not. Some people don't, but who say, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that, and just being pessimistic. But what can you do? We need to be looking at the glass half full and not half empty and encouraging other people to look at the glass that way as well. So we'll watch a clip from Coach Carter that describes how we need to keep our focus.
Mr. Cruz, are you lost, sir?
What I gotta do to play?
Mr. Cruz, you do not want to know the answer to that question. Now, as I was saying, as a team, we shot 56% from the line. From now on, before you leave my gym, you must pay an exit price of 50 made free throws before you can go. That's everybody.
That's a lot of free throws.
Okay, Mr. Cruz. Before you can play on this team, you owe me 2,500 push-ups and 1,000 suicides.
Damn.
Oh, and they must be completed by Friday.
You ain't finishing that by Friday.
Today's flavor, offense.
Now we talking.
Now I have a sister. Her name is Linda. Linda is smart. She's political. Well, actually, she's radical. Linda's got a big afro. Linda is our pick and roll offense. Before we get into that, let's warm up. Give me a layup line. Let's go. Battle.
I got him right here. I'm open. I'm out. That's right. Come on. Let's get it. They call out them picks. Yeah. All right. Move up.
Give up, Mr. Cruz. Go home. You know your task is impossible before Friday, right? Move! Work it!
Keep moving.
Run it back! Clay. Mr. Cruz, I'm impressed with what you've done, but you came up short. You owe me 80 suicides and 500 push-ups. Please leave my gym.
I'll do push-ups for him. You said we're a team. One person struggles and we all struggle. One player triumphs, we all triumph, right?
I'll do some. I'll run suicides too.
Fine. Let's keep count. Call me when they're done.
Those are just truly some great scenes, y'all. Coach Carter, that's a really good movie. You need to watch it if you haven't seen it already. But back into the show, two things I want to point out in that clip about focus. So the first one is Cruz's focus was positive and it was focused on getting back on the team. When Coach Carter told him he had to do thousands of push-ups and suicides, he could have walked out. He could have complained, but he didn't because his focus was on getting back on the team, whatever that took. And on the second hand, his teammates, when they joined in, they made me want to join in and do some push-ups and suicides for Cruz to get back on the team. But either way, their focus was on the positive, which was helping their teammate Cruz get back on the team. So that's just one example, but a couple scenes of where our minds have to be, where our focus has to be. We have to be focused on the good and godly characteristics at hand. And so that brings us to habit number 2, which is we have to have good intentions in everything we do. When we act and behave with good intentions, no matter the outcome of the situation, we have peace in our heart because we know, okay, we had good intentions in that, we meant it for good. There are going to be experiences, situations that are just out of our control. That's just life, y'all. Life ain't fair. We all know that saying. But we need to control our emotions and how we react to those situations, which will then help us be at peace. We have that freedom of choice, so we need to use it, y'all, and choose good intentions. Evil never prevails in the end, and you never get peace. And so we'll watch this clip from CBS that shows you what happens when you just do things with bad intentions.
This morning, President Trump faces pushback from his own party for refusing to say that he will leave office peacefully if he is defeated in November. The Republican-led Senate unanimously passed a resolution reaffirming its commitment to a peaceful transition. As Ben Tracy reports, the president continues to attack the election process itself, along with his opponent.
Now that's just sad, refusing to leave peacefully after your L. Just take your L and go head on. Keep the peace. And so that wraps up our second habit. Have good intentions in everything that you do. And we will get back to the show right after this commercial break from our sponsors.
Diverse stories that tell what it means to be black. They say the roots never lie and they keep the spirit intact. Narrating a culture that transcends the skies and the seas, capturing a lifestyle with too many shots for just one scene. This is Maurice Magazine.
Welcome back to the show, Pursue Excellence, a digital show. I'm your host, Taylor Alexis. Thank you to our sponsors. If you would like to sponsor the show, we will give out more information at the end of the show. So if you're just tuning in with us today, we are discussing habits you can incorporate in your daily life that'll help you with peace, having inner peace. So our first two habits we just discussed, the first one, change your focus. The second one, have good intentions in everything you do. And our third habit is don't rely on instant success. So we live in this day and age where people just think, or social media has us thinking that you can just instantly become rich, instantly become famous, instantly become CEO, instantly become a successful entrepreneur. But you know what? That's not how it goes, y'all. To truly grow, you have to trust the process, and that always does not include instant success and constant wins. And so that's why we can't rely on them. You are going to have them sometimes, and that's just the blessings that God gives, to let us know we're on the right track. But we cannot rely on those. So, you may have a business and not start making money till 4 or 5 years in the business. So how are you going to keep your peace and keep your head on right and keep chugging through the mud? By knowing that we don't grow by everything being perfect. It takes time and hard work, y'all. There are no instant rewards. We grow by being pulled on, tugged on, stretched in, and we get through it by praying and asking the Lord for help. And that is truly resilience and real sacrifice and stand in the rain. Like Missy said, can you stand the rain? So we also, I'm laughing at me singing, but we also have to be mindful of money and materialistic things. We cannot depend on those as the keys to success or the keys to peace. In general, we cannot be focused on worldly possessions. We can't take them out this world with us. When at the funeral, people aren't going to be up there saying, "Oh, but she sure did have the designer on," or maybe they will, who knows? But they are also going to be talking about how you made people feel, how you kept the peace. So y'all keep the peace, and that's just it. And so we'll see this clip from Denzel where he pretty much helps me in how I am explaining our third habit, don't rely on instant success.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Tennessee Williams, Arthur Miller, Eugene O'Neill, Edward Albee, August Wilson. August Wilson is one of the greatest playwrights in the history of American or world theater. It is a privilege, an honor, a responsibility, a duty, and a joy to bring his brilliance to the screen. I am particularly proud and happy about the young filmmakers, actors, singers, writers, producers that are coming up behind my generation. In particular, Barry Jenkins. Young people understand this young man made 10, 15, 20 short films before he got the opportunity to make Moonlight. So never give up. Without commitment, you'll never start. But more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish. It's not easy. If it was easy, there'd be no Kerry Washington. If it was easy, there'd be no Taraji Henson, P. Henson. If it were easy, there'd be no Octavia Spencer. But not only that, if it were easy, there'd be no Viola Davis. If it were easy, there'd be no Michael T. Williamson, no Stephen McKinley Henderson, no Russell Hornsby. If it were easy, there'd be no Denzel Washington. So keep working, keep striving, never give up, fall down 7 times, get up 8. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. So keep moving, keep growing, keep learning. See you at work.
Speech by Denzel Washington. If y'all aren't going to listen to me, at least listen to Denzel. Y'all know he the King Kong of this. But anyway, so that was our third habit. Denzel said it best as well. Have faith, trust in God's timing, y'all. And don't rely on instant success. And so our fourth and last habit is live in the moment. And no, I'm not talking about what everyone is saying when they say live in the moment, like, oh, YOLO, let me just go out here, have fun, do what I do. No, I'm talking about paying attention and being present in the moment with openness and curiosity and being able to self-manage your emotions. Okay, you're not where you want to be in life. That's fine. You know, do what you need to do and wait for God's next step in your life. Don't look back or forward so much that you're missing out what God is trying to tell you right here in this present moment and what you need to figure out and learn right here. You know, accepting what God has for us will be for us. And when it's our time to shine, we will shine. God will let his light shine through us. So remember, y'all, when God is for you, no one can be against you. We gain peace by fully knowing God is in control. And so that is our habit number 4, live in a moment. And we'll be back right after this commercial break from our sponsors.
Diverse stories that tell what it means to be black. They say the roots never lie and they keep the spirit intact. Narrating a culture that transcends the skies and the seas, capturing a lifestyle with too many shots for just one scene. This is Maurice Magazine.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to Pursue Excellence, the digital show. I'm your host, Taylor Alexis. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Pursue Excellence, the digital show. I am your host, Taylor Alexis. And if you want to become a sponsor for the show, we will have more information at the end of the show. So if you tuned in with us today, you know that we talked about 4 habits you can incorporate to help with gaining peace. The first one is change your focus. The second one is have good intentions. The third one is don't rely on instant success. And the fourth habit is live in the moment. And the habit and advice I'm always going to give y'all is to pray and keep God first. Those 2 things help me throughout life, y'all. I'm just so thankful and so grateful for my Jesus. And so be encouraged and be an encouragement to somebody else. Build the next person up. And it's a wrap for today, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Big ups to our sponsors. If you would like to sponsor the show, you can email pursueewta@gmail.com. That's pursueewta@gmail.com. And don't forget to like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube, and follow us on Instagram. Our next live show will be sorry for the technical difficulties. So our next live show will be recorded on December 30th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's it, y'all. Peace, love, and blessings.